Labor's re-election chances have suffered another blow, with the Greens withdrawing their support for Julia Gillard and her fragile government. Political editor Hugh Riminton is on the Gold Coast, where union heavyweights are meeting. And Hugh, what impact will this have on the ALP?
Well, if you listen to the government, it'll have no practical impact at all. That's certainly the line we got this afternoon from Treasurer Wayne Swan. And there are some mixed signals coming from Christine Milne, the Greens leader. She says that it's not the Greens actually who are tearing up the alliance. She says Labor has effectively torn up the alliance through its actions. However you read it, relations between these two one-time partners in government appear now to be fatally strained.
It was history, the signed alliance that helped Labor secure minority government. Now the Greens are tearing it up because Labor is refusing to redraw the underperforming mining tax.
By choosing the big miners, the Labor government is no longer honouring our agreement.
The Greens say the aim is not to bring down the government.
We will see this parliament through to its full term.
But they will join the opposition in setting up a Senate inquiry into the mining tax, focusing on the role of Treasurer Wayne Swan.
Do you think you have anything to fear from a Senate inquiry?
No.
That's your total reaction?
No, I don't have anything to fear.
It's further turmoil for Labor, already fearing they can neither win with Julia Gillard nor return to Kevin Rudd.
What you can't have is a belief in the revolving door of leadership as the salvation to your position.
Julia Gillard is trying to shore up her support base, telling the Australian Workers' Union she is a Prime Minister for Labor.
That is where we come from, that is what we believe in, that is who we are.
The ACTU has today committed the union movement to advertising and mobilising ahead of the coming election, claiming Tony Abbott can always be relied upon to stand against Australian workers if he gets into power.
So they're trying to reignite the work choices fight.
We know it's going to be resurrected, renamed and reimposed.
But privately, the unions acknowledge work choices no longer resonates as it once did.
Well, the Treasurer, Wayne Swan, is sticking by his mining tax, the MRRT. He says it can't be seen in 6-month terms. It's a long-term proposition. He says it has been a pretty tough week for him, but he says in the long term, his mining tax will be seen to be a good thing for Australia. Of course, the tough reality for Mr Swan is that if Tony Abbott wins office, the mining tax won't be long for this earth.
Yes, thank you, Hugh Riminton on the Gold Coast.